activities. Ladies in the house talking life with ease. Broke activities. Laughing through the struggle.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
This is our friend Shannon. We brought her on the show because we want to celebrate her win. She has been on a journey of losing weight. Tell us all about it. How did you get started? What was your turning point?
Oh gosh, I mean, this could be a long story, but basically, I decided about 18 months ago that it was really time to focus in on losing weight because I was just feeling miserable. And there was a particular thing that happened that I told Aaron about that really just kind of triggered me. It was, I had taken a picture with my best friends and we were out for somebody's birthday and they wanted to post it. And I saw the picture and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's me. I was so disconnected, I think, from my body. And that was the first time that I realized, and I was like, we can't post this. And my girlfriend said to me in a loving way, she didn't even really mean anything by it, but she said, what do you want us to do? And when she said that, something in me just was like, wait, nobody else can do anything about this for me. I have to figure out what's going on with my body. I have to take control. I have to not ignore that my clothes aren't fitting, that I freak out every time we have to go somewhere and I don't know what to wear, that I'm grumpy and just feel miserable. I got to figure this out. So
did you always struggle with weight, or was this something that happened after having kids and all that?
Say, like, I've never been like stick thin, right? Like my girlfriends, I feel like a lot of my girlfriends are like these teeny tiny little things, and I've always had muscle, but I would never say I really felt overweight until after my freshman year of college. I put some weight on.
Same.
And
I think I was the biggest when I was in college. And I was like, why did nobody tell me I was fat? I look back at pictures and I'm like, I was bigger then than I was when I was pregnant. I'm like, nobody said anything because I was just eating like crap, you know?
I know.
A lot of weed, and just drank and
drank a lot, partied, like didn't think about, taking care of myself. I went home my freshman year after college and I actually did a weight loss program through Lindora and lost a lot of weight. But with that program, especially back then, 20 years ago, it was very much like eat these instant
Is it shakes? Like the
shakes, like the instant noodle, or I don't know.
You're not going to do that forever.
Add water to the powder.
And I was successful, but I was also young.
Right.
I hadn't had kids yet, and hormones were different. But it wasn't sustainable.
Right.
That's what I should say. It wasn't a sustainable lifestyle to be on these, whatever they do. So that was fine. And then, fast forward, getting married and then having my first pregnancy. And I put on a lot of weight, but I was able to get a lot of it off before my second pregnancy, just walking, breastfeeding helped. I was really active. Got pregnant with my second son, didn't gain as much weight, which was nice, but was still bigger. And then I did the Whole30. Are you guys familiar with Whole30? Yeah. So Whole30 was incredible.
Now, I know that you were an athlete in high school.
Yes.
She went to Santa Margarita. We went to Mater Dei. We were arch rivals. We did not know each other.
We did not know each other.
Yeah, but I mean, were you, after being an athlete in high school, did you carry that throughout? Did you want to keep picking that up, working out?
So I was a swimmer and I played water polo. I was by no means great or anything, but you burn so many calories. Swimming
is the best exercise for your body and your joints.
It really is. And I would try to still get in the pool. I had a community pool in college, but I definitely didn't really keep up with it. But interestingly enough, swimming is something that I've come back to.
That's so
in
cool.
My journey, different times in my life when I've been like, okay, I got to get in shape again. I've gotten myself into the pool.
That's cool.
And it's just, you can shut your mind off.
Disconnected and just go into it. Yeah.
But going back to Whole30, that really did teach me some foundational things with how to fuel your body properly that I have used in this past year and a half. Whole30 also, I would say, is not sustainable for just everyday
Forever.
life, because no gluten, no dairy.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
it's like
cutting out so
you're
much,
cutting
right?
out
Yeah.
so much. No alcohol, you know, all these things, which was fine. I had gotten down to like my lowest weight I'd remembered
Wow.
doing Whole30, which praise God I'm
How
at
long
now
did that take?
too.
And how much
Yeah.
were you losing weekly?
It's hard to remember back then, but it was really gradual. It was probably a
It
good
wasn't
year.
like because I feel like you've talked about this before. Some people lose that motivation because they expect it that first week. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's not
right.
What do you mean I haven't lost 10 pounds in 1 week? Like,
Yes.
seriously, this isn't working. And then you just kind of,
Yeah. And,
give
and,
up
and
a
that
little
is
bit.
not how it works. And honestly, you don't want it to
Right.
work
Yes.
that way for long-term
Exactly.
goals.
Yeah.
Slow and steady is, you know, a pound a week, 2 pounds at most is really the guidelines of what they're saying to keep the weight off.
Now,
So-
what kept you motivated when it was that slow?
So during
Gradual.
yeah, so I mean, I guess in both phases, I'll just back up real quick to finish off the Whole30. I was nursing as well.
Oh, yeah.
That makes a
Yeah,
huge
that does.
difference for some people. They can really burn the fat and just get in shape quicker, depending how their hormones are. As soon as I stopped nursing, the weight started
Wow.
to come back on.
Interesting.
Yeah, I probably gained back like 30 pounds, like quickly.
Wow.
Even with still eating healthy.
Wow.
But that's where I knew
much
I was
calories?
like,
Wow.
my hormones
Yeah.
come
out of
into
whack.
play with this. And then I kind of started trying to lose weight again and was kind of stuck 30 pounds heavier. We moved out of state. We had a lot of different things going on. And I never really got that weight off. Then in the last couple years, put more weight on due to just stress in my life.
Lifestyle, too.
Not even eting bad. Like I
Right.
I
Seriously.
eat healthy, but
Seriously.
cortisol levels high,
Yeah.
hormones out of whack, perimenopause, and it just suddenly
Being a woman.
I didn't even know who
In
I
your
was.
40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to 40, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
I suddenly just was like, I don't even know who I am. How did
yeah,
this happen?
Yes.
it kind of
Yes.
is, right? Like you mentioned,
Yeah.
you just look at a photo, or you're just that moment where you're like, wait, who is that person that I'm looking at? Because when I'm not taking pictures and I'm just sitting here, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm one person. But again, when I look back at the video or I'm looking at photos, I'm like, that is not how I see myself.
And
But
I avoid photos a lot.
1000%.
And I feel bad because, like, you know, I look back at my kids' stuff and I'm sure
Yeah.
you do too. And I'm
Yeah.
not in any of them. I'm the one taking the photos.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I want to be a part of this picture.
Yeah.
But I don't like the way I look.
right.
I know.
You know,
It's
and
so,
so
sad.
it
It's so
is.
sad to feel that way about yourself.
But you know
and-
what's weird is like the other day I took a couple pictures, obviously in the salon, and I'm like, oh my God, but I really don't care that much. I'm going to post it no matter what. But when I look back, like where I thought I was fat,
Yeah.
and I look back and I'm like, I wasn't even that fat. Why?
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's only like
crazy.
a month later. and
Yeah.
I'm like, why did I think I was that fat? Like a month ago, I
know.
couldn't even think to post these pictures.
Yep.
And then I look back
Same.
now and I'm like, I'm not that fat in that picture. Like,
Yeah.
why was I freaking out?
Yeah. Your mind
Why
plays
does that? Yeah.
tricks
What
on you.
is that? Like, I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but for me, it was also medically. Like I had things
Yes,
that
you
were
can't do.
out of line, blood work that wasn't right. The doctor and I were like, okay, like we gotta figure
Yeah.
this out.
Now,
you
did
know,
the doctor? So some of us have an issue with going to doctor's
Yeah.
appointments because we're afraid to see
They're
what the
gonna tell me,
results are.
yeah,
Yes.
I already know what they're gonna say. Morbidly obese, you need to fix
mean,
this.
that's how their guidelines
Yeah.
are, right? Like
All of us
they're
are morbidly
so
obese.
skewed.
So, like,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
So I know I've talked to you about going to the doctor.
Yep.
And what do they say when you were at the biggest? Were they saying
So,
anything?
For me, I was seeing a midwife. Midwives
Oh, okay.
they're nicer. Let's just say that. They're nicer. So
Yeah.
she wasn't like ever getting on me like, oh my God, like you're
This is
really
gonna be a
heavy,
problem,
you need to
yeah.
lose weight. But she was like, well, if you lost weight,
Right.
your
All about how she
pelvic
approached it.
floor
Yeah.
would, strengthen and you wouldn't feel like this problem. Or
Yeah.
she kind of would say, well, maybe if you lost a little weight, this wouldn't be elevated. But she wasn't on me.
Right.
Yes.
Like you have to do this.
Correct.
Maybe if she would have been, maybe I would have sooner been, oh my gosh. But
Yeah.
I do know I didn't want to go to the doctor because I knew that I was heavy and I didn't want to
Right.
get on the scale. And one of my problems was that I had stopped weighing myself. because I didn't want to know.
Yes.
But maybe if I would have weighed myself sooner, I would have been like, holy cow, Shannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to do something about this sooner than later.
Right.
You know, but I just shut it all
avoid it. Yeah,
out.
when we avoid it, it's not, I don't want to look at it, and out of sight, out of mind.
Yep,
Yeah.
1,000%. So when my girlfriend, you know, made that comment, it was then that I was just like, okay, now's the time. And it was a random day in May. And
really?
Yeah, a random day in May.
What was your first way to change? Like, what was your first thing you changed?
So I did go to the doctor. I stepped on that scale. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never been this number. I'm facing it head on. I don't have a choice. And I downloaded the Weight Watchers app. Got on there. I started tracking everything on Weight Watchers, MyFitnessPal.
Love.
And I just took a hard look at what I was eating calorie wise.
Got it.
Yeah. So you have to be in a calorie deficit at this age. There's no other way around.
Did you do exercise as well, or was it just a diet thing?
Like a lot of walking.
Okay.
Some low impact weights. I should be doing a lot more weights. I'll say that. But a ton of walking, like 10,000 steps a day.
You were doing like 5-mile walks, remember? And this is one of my friends that when I do talk about girlfriends that we walk together and talk, this is the one. This is Shannon.
The one.
I mentioned
You need that support group.
You
and
do.
somebody who's going to hold you accountable and be there. And,
I mean,
we're
walking
gonna
and
talk.
talking
We might as well just talk.
it goes so fast.
And that's not exercise to me. I'm like, this is like amazing. We're walking by the beach and we're just chatting.
And we're like letting everything out. And then by the time we're done, we're like, okay, we could go get the kids now.
You're like, wait, that much time already passed?
Yeah.
Seriously, yes.
So this time around then, the 18 months, it was the MyFitnessPal, Weight Watchers, the walking. That's what you found worked best for you.
I found that worked best. And then later, like down the line into my journey, which I haven't like talked about, I did start on like a low dose of a GLP-1 medication. And that really helped me like get to my goals.
Because I feel like a plateau. I think everybody hits
does,
that plateau no matter what you're doing. And even Serena Williams, I want to bring this up. She talked about, she's like, she's the most athletic person, or one of the most that I know, constantly moving. And something helped her like to just kind of lose that weight. It's just
I think actually I might be on the same medication that she's talked about. It's called Zepbound.
And it works.
Really is life changing. Like life changing. If you have food noise or you struggle with, you know, you're a person that wakes up and you're like obsessive about what am I going to eat or what's my next meal.
I'm eating breakfast and I'm thinking about what am I going to have for lunch? I need a snack.
It really shuts that off and it allows your body to work. And I mean, everyone naturally makes GLP-1 like in their gut, right? I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but as the way it's been told to me, but as you get older, your body can stop making it. And all it is a synthetic version of it to help your body function the best way that it can. So that has been life-changing for me.
Now, did you those are all physical things. Did you have to retrain your brain to shut down your inner critic? Because some people might not feel worthy to be at their best, you know? So did you struggle with that at all, or?
You know, I think I was so disconnected from it. I never allowed it to affect who I was as a person internally. I'd say the biggest thing now is having lost the weight. People will look at me and they'll be like, oh, Shannon? And they'll be kind of like startled if they haven't seen me in a while. Like, oh, wow. Like, what have you done? Like, you've lost a lot of weight. And it's so kind. And I'm thankful for that. But it's also kind of does play with my mind. Oh my gosh, like, what did I look like? You know, you're like, people are double taking me in the grocery store.
Reintroducing.
They're just taking up their jaw off the ground. Like, is it really that?
So that is, it's like so sweet. But it's also like, oh, whoa.
It must have been bad.
It must have been bad. Like, You know, and
or probably not even that, but I'm sure now even what you're radiating and how you're feeling and how you're feeling.
I've known you for quite some time now. I'm like, you look like you're 19.
Yeah,
You're
just,
very
you know,
sweet.
like
You're
that
very
glow
sweet.
and just how you carry yourself. Also, it's probably different than
well,
you know how you were before.
Confidence,
Yeah.
like excited to get dressed and go out wearing stuff I've never worn.
The biggest part, I think, you look like the rest of the girls in the area, which I mean, I love that you are. And I'm like, I want to sell. That's the reason why I wanted to bring you on is really, I think you should be celebrated. Like, I wish that you could tell your story to everyone because it's so, you've motivated me all the time.
Totally.
Which, and to me, I'm like, why not? Why not tell people where
there's a lot of women who are probably just struggling internally and keeping it to themselves when it should be talked about.
Yeah.
I know. I feel like there's a stigma. So it's kind of like, how much do I share? How much do I talk about? You know, and
so that's up to you. Whatever you feel comfortable with.
Where I've struggled. But as I've gotten through it now, I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to share. Maybe it's time to help other people. I have helped some friends who have privately messaged me and asked, what are you doing? Like, please tell me what you're doing. Help me. And I've had some friends, you know, start on the same journey and they're feeling fantastic. And I'm so thankful that I can kind of share what I've done. So this is my first step in opening up. So thank you guys.
And I'm happy you're doing it with us. What about as you're on the journey, was there any like cravings or, you know, minor slip ups that you ran into or roadblocks?
So I would say I really got super regimented.
Yeah, you are.
That is hardcore. And my girlfriend laughs at me because we were at a restaurant and I literally made them measure my rice for a poke bowl. She's like, did you straight up just ask for 1/3 cup white rice? I'm like, yes, I did. I did ask for that. So
either they scale it or I bust mine out. So
out of the purse, just her little cup.
Exactly. So I was a little bit like psycho about like my the first 8 months. Like I didn't have a sip of alcohol. I tracked everything in both apps. It was just like, I was like,
you're
I'm
focused
doing this.
and driven.
I was driven. So I did eat a lot of the same things, but I do think that really helps. Just having that expectation. Okay, I'm going to get up and I'm either going to have my cottage cheese with blueberries and my grain-free granola, or I'm going to do my scrambled eggs with cheese and Canadian bacon or turkey sausage. However, I could really get 20 to 30 grams of protein in the morning. That's what I was aiming for. And then for lunch, I would do like turkey wrapped in lettuce with like cucumber and cheese instead of bread, or smoked salmon, cream cheese on seaweed. You know, those little seaweed. So there's nothing that was like difficult or that other people couldn't do. It was just sticking to kind of
it sounds like minimal ingredients that I feel works too. When you get
you could get the best out of it.
You're like, I don't know what to get. And sometimes it's as simple as I'm having turkey cheese rolled up and that's my protein that I'm getting.
My biggest snack, a string cheese or one of those mini Tillamook cheeses and some apple slices. Like favorite thing. Like look forward to.
It's a treat.
Just little little tweaks. Just sticking, you know, I do have my special treat if I'm like, ooh, I really want something sweet. I love those Unreal chocolate peanut M&Ms. They're like the peanut M&Ms but made by Unreal. Shout out Unreal.
Sponsor us. Email us.
Seriously. For real, Unreal. So, you know, I'll have like 4 of those. And I'm like, oh, that was good.
You got it.
You kind of find
too. You're kind of like, it curves. Is that what I'm going to say? I want to say that the craving, when you don't have it and you are really craving and you're like, instead of eating it every day and you're like, oh, it's just like more candy that I'm eating.
Absolutely.
1,000%. It was funny because my kids now are like, Mom, are you going to eat like a French fry? Are you going to like, they were so used to me not eating anything or eating something different than them. And it's fun that, so they're 11 and almost 14 boys and they're like proud of me in their own way. And that is so motivating. And they're like, Mom, not to be mean, but you were like El Gordita before. And I'm like,
love boys. Love having
gotta
boys.
love honest
The
boys.
honesty, the honesty.
Like, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Mom kind of figured that out.
Literally,
And,
yes.
like,
My son has commented,
Yeah.
like, have you seen Maverick's mom? And I'm like, I know. He's like, she looks so good. I was like, I know.
so sweet, so
Yes.
sweet. So having them proud of me is sweet too. Actually, a thing that my older son said to me a while back also triggered me. He said to me, "Why do you always look like you're wearing your pajamas? It's embarrassing." And, you know, he goes to this school where all the moms walk up and they're fit as can be in their little
Literally.
yoga clothes. And he was noticing that. And he was noticing, like, my mom's wearing like big baggy sweats
She's
and
frumpy, yeah.
not confident in herself. And he said that to me. And I remember sharing that with my mom. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of sad, you know? And he said that to me maybe 2 months before my girlfriend made the comment.
Really?
Yeah, about me not wanting to post the picture. So it was like little things were starting to
Building up.
It was
build
lining
up,
up for
lining up where I was like, okay, like people are noticing this in my
like,
life.
listen, we're still young. I know we talk about
Yeah.
this all the time on the show that we're old and we're not 20 anymore, but we're still young. Like, we are too young
yet to be feeling this old.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
To joke around like, oh, I just want, but at the same time, there's other women in their 50s that look
Literally.
amazing.
Yeah,
literally.
And I want to have a long life and
Yes.
feel healthy and comfortable. And
40 is the new 20.
yeah,
The
we are
confidence
too
have at
young.
40, like but that's one of the problems that I have with like losing weight is I am so damn confident that I like, you saw me in a leotard the other day. Like, I don't give a shit.
You look amazing. So
Yeah,
you
does.
should
She does.
celebrate
But
yourself.
still, like, I mean, I should be like 20 pounds lighter than where I'm at. But I'm also
who
like,
says that you should be. That's
I
the
think
thing.
all
I feel like you're
all the
just
charts.
putting it- Well, but
I'm sure.
but
Okay.
I know, but I feel like those charts are so like
literally,
skewed.
yes.
You know what I mean?
I feel great. I'm confident. I love my body. I don't ever shame myself.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I'm so confident that I'm like, girl, you need to chill. No, you know, like, this is, you're too comfortable. No. I need to get uncomfortable again.
Yeah.
Like, a little bit. At
Agreed.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's funny you say that about the charts because technically for me, I could even be 15 to 20 pounds less.
Yeah.
than I
According to
am
a chart.
now, right?
You would be skin and
But
bones.
I am like, I don't want that.
No, and my husband wouldn't like that. Like, my husband loves
I
curves.
feel good at how
Yeah.
I am. And like, you can tell me because of your little chart that I should be this.
Who came up with that
but
chart?
no, like I feel comfortable at this weight.
Agreed.
And this is where, you know, I don't want to be emaciated.
No, you want to fill out your clothes. Like, I don't.
1,000%.
Yeah, I like.
You don't want to lose your
curves.
muscle. That's really dangerous.
No, yeah, for sure.
To lose all of your muscle and you know, you don't want to be
'cause
breaking your bones.
I love because the fact that you're losing so much weight and your muscle is coming out. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen your pictures. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like your leg muscles are so good. I'm
Oh,
like,
thank you.
Yeah, you're not the skinny
Yeah.
ones that are just, you know, on something
Yeah.
and not doing the workouts. Like, you are.
Yeah, and
no question.
I did lose it really slow. So my average was 5 pounds a month, which
Wow.
is So I mean, that's how long it's
Yeah,
really
that's a
taken.
journey. You got to be
It's a journey
focused for a long time. Yeah.
So, like,
That's
what
discipline,
you were
dedication.
Saying, like it never was just like, oh my gosh. Like even using the medication, it is not, oh, I'm gonna take this and it's gonna work a miracle.
Yeah.
It's just simply not. Like
Yeah.
you have to change what you put in your body.
Yeah.
Or you'll just stay at the same
It is
weight.
it like 80% diet?
Yeah.
Basically.
Oh, yeah.
Like it is what you are consuming
yeah.
and what you're putting in your body.
And that's what's going to keep it off too.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's what will keep
otherwise,
it
it's
off.
just going to come right back. You know.
1,000%.
And you're continuing now on the apps, like you're still on
So I'm
MyFitnessPal,
still
Weight
on-
Watchers.
I'm no longer using MyFitnessPal. Sorry, MyFitnessPal. It's nothing against you. It's just I didn't feel like I needed to track on 2 apps. I'm not tracking my food anymore, but I am still working with Weight Watchers.
And they have so many 0 point foods, and they have. Do you weigh in like once a week?
So I weigh myself every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have a log in my phone that I keep track of my weight every week. And then I, when I get to like my lowest weight, which hasn't been in a while because I've been staying at like the same weight the past few months, I'll put that into the Weight Watchers app. So I have kind of a chart.
Yeah, you have
So that's been cool to see, like it start here and just go.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
The graph that they have.
The graph is really cool. And I like that it gives you the averages. Like we'll be like, oh, you've lost 1.5 pounds this week. Or I think it gives you weekly and monthly, which is really nice. But now like I stick to eating, really similar things.
Yep. With having a busy schedule, what's a day like in your life? How would you navigate the food, walking?
Yep. So I'll do either the cottage cheese for breakfast with Purely Elizabeth grain-free granola. And I just kind of sprinkle that on. So a 1/4 cup or less. And blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries.
That sounds so good. Love that.
Yeah. So I stay in the berries, like lower sugar, lower carb. Or I'll do a scramble with 2 eggs, turkey sausage, or Canadian bacon for extra protein, mixed cheese, and like spinach. Whereas before I would do like make an egg sandwich on a piece of toast.
I need
like
potatoes and I want,
sweet potatoes. I did a lot of sweet potatoes before. Been really helpful to cut out the sweet potato. Like it's just so high in the carbs.
Sweet potatoes.
I know. And you can do a little, but it's like I was doing it probably too much. And then I don't typically have a snack in the morning, but then I'll have my lunch, either a salad with chicken, turkey. I usually do turkey, chicken, or smoked salmon.
Oh, yeah.
Are usually like my proteins at lunch. And then I'll do a snack of typically a string cheese or something like that.
That's my go-to.
And then dinner's like lean meat.
And how is it with the family? Would they eat what you're making? You didn't have to do.
We're really healthy overall. So they typically eat the protein, the veggie, if I can get the boys to eat the veggie, depending which one I'm doing. And then they'll have more of a carb.
Yeah.
And then I just measure
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
She does it. She has a really good recipe for the oven one.
Egg bake.
Yeah, that one's
Oh, I
great.
love
I
something
also
you can
make that
throw in the
up.
oven.
Yes.
So easy. Just
If
like
you
a
could
dozen
share that,
eggs.
we'll share that with all of our
Yes.
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Send it to
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have it already written out, but that's great just to have in your fridge
Yeah.
and heat up for the week.
Yes.
And you can do like a sweet potato crust
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
bottom.
she does a crust,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and then you just
So
get portions out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she has 2 boys, and one of them is kind of meal prepping now too. So
Yes.
you're cooking more for. I mean, that's like a full-time job.
Yeah.
Her mom's a chef, by the
my
way.
mom's a chef and she cooks very, very clean, unprocessed, organic, farm to table food. She orders all of her meats like from the farmer.
That's so
Like,
good. We should try that. I have a girlfriend that they'll buy like a cow down in Oceanside, and then they split up the meat.
Yep.
And so like you freeze half of the cow, I freeze the other half, but then we have like the most amount of fresh meat for.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so awesome to know where you're getting your food. I know.
Now she's trying to be vegan for a whole
Not
life.
vegan. No, I cannot be vegan.
What-
but
But
just I'm
you're
doing.
vegan. How do you get your
can't-
protein?
yeah, no.
And it's like fake protein.
You know that my sister's been a vegan or she's been a vegetarian since we were like 3 or 4, and then she's a vegan. So she's but we're gonna bring her on because we're gonna do a vegan. She's such a
I just want to talk to Heather about
how she gets her protein in because she's
her
doing
exercise
like
and everything.
Yeah.
She does like 3 HIIT workouts a week, and then she does boxing. So like she is like ripped right now.
Oh my
Ripped.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting to me too. I want to listen to that episode because it's so ingrained to me. Like you have to have your
meat.
protein.
Yeah.
And your meat.
She's learning a lot about like having the protein in other ways. Edamame. She has these little edamame bites that she gets from Costco. I was telling you about.
Yeah, you can put them in the microwave.
There's like 16 grams in one pack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
so
did. I have been eating actually like more edamame.
And that's so funny.
I didn't really eat before because the soy.
Yeah.
I'm funny. I try to stay away from soy.
Yeah,
just
soy's
for
not good for
hormones.
women.
Yeah. And I don't like my boys having soy. So like we don't eat soy sauce or like
interesting.
sauces with soy
in it. Yeah.
And I like all the soy free Asian type sauces.
smart.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm a nut about food too.
Yeah.
So that has helped with this process.
What is your why?
My why is my family.
It is.
I mean, to have health and to be a present, active, happy mom is really important to me, and hopefully be a grandma one day and be able to
Keep up with the kids.
keep up with the grandkids. And also something that's so special to me is being an aunt.
Yes.
And I love taking care of my niece and nephew and just being able to play with them. And I want to be healthy for them too.
Yeah.
So,
And physically fit
physically
enough to do that. Yeah.
be able to play with them as they grow up and not be the frumpy family member.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it affects your mental health.
It really does.
So much. So I'm glad that we get to talk about this stuff because
I
it'll
wanted to
help
go
somebody.
into as you were losing weight, it is a slow progress.
Yes.
And that's the best way. What were some of the non-scale victories like as you're doing it where you're like, oh my gosh, these pants fit again? Or now look at so what were some of your non-scale victories?
The clothes.
Yeah.
That was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can borrow my best friend's dress. Like, I never thought I would be able to wear something of hers.
Like rebuy it. Remember when you were going on vacation, you had to like get all new clothes.
I had to rebuy
bathing suits and
all new clothes. That's been huge. But I think just non-scale, like being able to look in the mirror and be like happy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know that person
That's
now.
great.
That is
That's so good.
Not just like shy away or not want to see a picture. And it's not that I'm vain. I'm just proud.
Yes.
You know? And I think it's okay to be proud.
Yes.
I was, it's okay. I've had to tell myself that, like, no, Shannon, it's okay to be proud of yourself. Like, you have worked hard and it's okay to love yourself. And, that's something that I want to carry into my 40s because why feel bad about yourself in life? We got one life.
It's too short. Yeah. That's no. And how much do you think you've lost total?
So I know how much I've lost. And it's a lot. I've lost just over 80 pounds.
Wow,
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is wild.
And it's wild to think that I even had that to lose. I mean, I've told a few people and they're like, what? Like, no.
You're like, where? Literally. That's a whole human.
I did. I mean, the inflammation was real and it's wild. Like I had
Looking back, you were carrying 80 pounds,
80 pounds.
sitting down, standing up, bending over.
Yeah.
That is a lot of weight to put
like my
on your
knees feel so much better.
Yeah.
Like just even my back.
Yeah.
Like the weight from my chest was so heavy.
Yeah.
Like it was awful.
Yeah, that's gotta be
awful.
heavy.
Even
Yeah.
working out was difficult because I'm like, oh, these boobs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And now it's just
that is
a
so
good
awesome.
feeling. Yeah, such a good feeling.
Wow.
So yeah, now, it's still hard work.
Yeah.
Like it's still, every day.
How often do you think you think about it in a daily
Now,
basis?
I
Like you don't have to be obsessive into it anymore.
Yeah,
But
I'm not obsessive about it anymore. Last night I had some of Maverick's French fries, and we were at this crazy sports bar in La Mirada for Game 7 of the World Series. Go Dodgers!
oh yeah.
And we found ourselves in this little dive bar before tackle football.
That's
and
funny.
it was so funny. It was awesome. And I had some French fries, and I was like, "That's fine. It's okay." Like
You don't have a guilt trip anymore.
I don't have a guilt trip anymore about stuff because I know I can just have a little bit, and I'm not going to be like,
you
breaking
have
the
self-control.
scale. I have self-control. I've proven to myself
Yes,
over the
that's
last
what it is.
18 months that
you know
that I
what
can
works
do
for
this.
you.
And I know what works.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. But it's just you have to continue to make the good choices.
You're so inspiring. Like, so what advice would you give to, other women who are looking to start their journey or who are kind of thinking about what can I do to get myself healthy again?
Yeah. So I think, you really, first of all, you need to take a hard look at what you're putting into your body. And if you think that you're
Be really honest with it.
be
'Cause I-
really honest.
Yeah. Be really honest.
Be really honest and the amount of calories that you're eating when you're eating it. I know a lot of people are like late night snackers. That was never me. I never snacked at night and I never really ate after 7 p.m., which is so funny. And I didn't eat dessert. So
We got a lot in a little time.
So for me, I really did look at that before I made the choice to introduce the medication. I knew I was doing all the right things and that my body was it was something hormonally.
Yes.
That was not working for me. So I think you take a look at that. And then if you're honest with yourself and you're like, something's not right with my hormones, then you take advantage of
Agreed.
what is out there now to help you.
And that's totally fine.
No shame in wanting the best for yourself. So I think you start there.
Yeah.
And, seek help if you need it.
What would you say to your
Old self before you started the journey?
Thank you.
My old self.
What would you say to your old self? Yes.
Gosh, just to have grace. I remember right when I started, I felt like so much shame. And I broke down and cried to one of my best friends in my kitchen. And I was like, I'm so overweight. And she just looked at me and she was so shocked, and she just held me in her arms. And I was like, I have to do something about this. And I just felt so sad. And just, how did I get
to this point?
here?
Yeah.
Like, how did I allow this? So I actually already did this, but I attended like a sound bath ceremony, and they asked you to write like a little letter and forgive somebody in your life. And I forgave myself.
Good for you.
Wow.
Good for you, Shannon.
Yeah, I forgave myself because you can't carry that.
No,
you
that's
can't
a lot.
carry that around. So,
Well, it came out physically for you if you did. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we don't just eat just because we're hungry.
Yeah,
like
right.
we're hiding something.
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah.
and
We're
you need
feeding
to
emotions.
give yourself.
Yeah.
Give yourself that grace to get there.
yeah, exactly. So
I'm so proud of you.
yeah, oh,
Shannon,
thank
this
you.
was so awesome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on, and so encouraging. Everything you said, inspiring, and totally just look forward to, everything to come for you.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for having me. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. I'm so proud of you guys for going on this adventure.
We have 2 followers.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Just like
doesn't,
me,
yes.
you have to start somewhere.
And we're having this
you know what?
conversation. That's how we wanted a
we
conversation with
we
our
love
friends.
celebrating our women. You know, like, our women get us through a lot. So
And you never know, like as your podcast grows, like
Somebody's
who you're
going to
gonna
listen
touch.
to it. You're going to change somebody's
someone
life.
will listen to this
Yeah.
and identify with who you are.
Yeah.
So we really do appreciate you
Oh,
coming.
you're so welcome.
Everybody,
you're so welcome.
thank you so much for tuning in. Again, you can follow us. We're on all platforms. Broke Activities Podcast. Shannon, thank you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Bye.